And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. And of course, we're always working on a weekday as well. It is ISG basketball. That's right. It is the intersection of sports and gaming. We'll come to you and talk about the latest in the world of the NBA and the NBA Finals, college basketball, and the WNBA will also have a 2K matchup for you folks. We'll see a couple of the better 2K players in the world playing for cash and prizes. And it's ISG basketball powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3, 100 locations in some 20 states. ISG basketball right here on Unbeaten Sports Channel and in the Black Network. All right, we'll come inside here, folks. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports. Matt, NFL, ISG basketball, folks, and ISG football. We do ISG football early in the week. At the end of the week, leave it. It's all about ISG basketball, folks. And we're here from a very fine place, man. One of my favorite places here, man. It is Golf Zone Social. That's right. Look at that beautiful decor there, man. A nice little shop, man, for the social media influencers right there. You can see the bar as well. Golf Zone Social, 3 locations. We're here in BK, where Brooklyn at. They got 3 locations, Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. Look at those beautiful bays. It is a sports bar and indoor golf lounge, folks. Got 16 bays here. Well, 15 and 1 VIP. So that is 16 total right there. Simulators and suites. Folks, it is where golf meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games, meaning unparalleled social engagement. And you can play some 240 courses. One of the great places here, hidden gems here in the NYC tri-state area. Golf Zone Social, 3 locations, Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. It is where golf meets social. All right, let me go ahead and bring in the co-host for the evening, the afternoon, or the morning, whenever you might be watching us here on Unbeaten Sports Channel, and also in the Black Network. Come on, Andrea Richmond.
I have to match my bonnet, bros, okay?
I know you're not going to the airport looking like that, right?
Man, guess what? My hair has to be good for whenever I'm going for my weekly vacation, okay? So I'm gonna make sure I have my bonnet on, okay?
You got the protective style going right now? What we got? You got the soul glow?
I got the soul glow going on, trying to make sure my Jerry Clark.
Just let it shine. Ooh, just let your glow.
Come on now, Larry. It's been a long time since we had karaoke, Larry. Come on.
All right, man. So it's good to bring in the co-host, man. You got Peace Up, A Down. She's in the A-Town, Andrea Richmond. Sportscaster and sports reporter, eSportscaster extraordinaire down in the A. And, of course, Nubyjas Wilborn, writer for SI and SI.com. W Sports Illustrated. He's located in Pittsburgh. Folks, it's the confluence. It's the confluence. Those 3 rivers are Nubyjas Wilborn, kind sir.
Got the Allegheny, the Monongahela, and they combine to form the Ohio.
Hey, dude, you're getting good at this.
Hey, man,
you're getting real good
You
at
got to
this.
practice.
I'm a pro now.
Hey, man, we're going to get there. We're going to keep working on it. We're going to keep grinding.
Monongahela.
There
Yes,
you go.
and the Allegheny, and they form the confluence there at the Ohio River. Guys, how you been this week? We'll start with you, Boards. You down in the ATL? How's the weather? It's going to be hot as you know what. Hades here in New York and New Jersey this weekend, like 95.
Yeah, weather's gonna be hot. Trying to see if I can go ahead and get a little bit of a Q&A session with a former Olympian going on here. So everything's pretty good going on in the A, and also we have the Dream doing their thing. So
okay,
I'm doing well.
It was all a dream, and I saw you, man, with the flex there. I saw you, Boards. I know what you're doing over there. Oh, I'm gonna Q&A here. Yeah. I got you. Nubyjas Wilborn, I heard some good stuff about Aaron Rodgers, man. They said he's got a cannon. He's looking good at minicamp up there, and I'm like, he's always had a cannon. He just can't play anymore. Other than that, he's got a cannon, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it works out. I mean,
we'll see.
They're trying to talk themselves into it, and we'll see how it works out.
All right, man. You guys ready to get this thing started?
Yeah,
Yep,
let's do it.
All right, let's do it right here on Unbeaten Sports Channel and also in the Black Network. Folks, let's take a look at the rundown here for ISG basketball, the intersection of sports and gaming reports. KD likes the Heat, the Spurs, and the Rockets. We'll talk about some other teams that are sort of lurking and where this thing is likely to go. How about the Orlando Magic? Trading for Desmond Bane from Memphis and the Grizzlies. What they have to give up, good gracious almighty. Man, what do you think KD or LeBron or Tatum or Derek White probably could get 5 first-round picks at this rate if you're trying to get him from Boston? We'll talk about that. And speaking of Memphis, the Funky Town, the 901, the Bluff City, Memphis, Tennessee, my home state. John Morant and Stephen A. Smith sparring over Memphis and the 901. We'll talk about that. Tyrese Haliburton, what the hell? Haliburton strained the right calf. Game 6 coming up here. Game time decision. folks, it really doesn't matter. This series is over. We'll talk about the NBA Finals real quickly. And Lance Stephenson and Dwight Howard, a big three fight, a little kerfuffle, a little scuffle there in the big three. We'll show you the video of that, and we'll talk about that. All right, real quick, let's talk about the rules here of the NBA 2K matchup here. Hall of Fame competitive rules, 1v1, we like to call those regs. Current rosters, all 30 NBA teams are available, 5-minute quarters. King of the Hill format, you win, you stay on the sticks. How about the prizes? All about the shmoney. $50 guaranteed, 40 to the winner, $10. You run about this piece as the runner-up with $10 straight cash. You win 4 straight weeks, you are the king of the hill, and you get an NBA licensed zip chair. Make sure you go to zipchair.com, folks, to literally make the best gaming chairs in the world, man. We're talking about office furniture, desk, gaming desk, sofas, stools, you name it, man. They got all the NBA teams, NFL, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, also universities and colleges, those pieces as well. And if you have a custom piece, they can definitely get that done for you as well. Shout out to Tina Altadonna. She's the marketing lady down in ZipChair, and they're located on Strong Island. Check them out online, zipchair.com. How about the matchup here? It's all about the NBA 2K matchup. Boy, it's about the finals. TreyDaBeast, he's wearing a bonnet. Playing with the Pacers. Can they keep pace and force a game 7? Where's Chandler? Damn it, he's right here if you're looking for him. He's playing with OKC, the Thunder. I think the young Thundercats got a little bonnet on as well. So we'll soon find out very quickly. How about right now? Let's go ahead and take a look at the player bio and the information there for TreyDaBeast. Trey Harbert from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Boy, he should be actually playing with the Thunder. We should switch this. This is malpractice, if you will. 25 years of age. He's a development project manager, young kid, wicked smart. Remember him from the days at Langston University. One of the fine HBCUs, the only one out there in Oklahoma. Let's go ahead and bring in TreyDaBeast, Trey Harbert. Trey, man, you got the bonnet, man. You're kicking it old school, man. The golden bonnet. Will you have the golden ticket, kind sir? How are you going to win this game playing with the Pacers? And are you mad you're not playing with OKC?
I'll go in order. Yeah, we got the bonnet on. I joined the lobby. I didn't have it on originally, and then I was inspired. I saw Chandler, and Andrea holding me down, so I appreciate everything that she's doing out here. We in sync
y'all
here.
Look crazy, man.
Looking crazy, feeling great.
Absolutely crazy.
It's delicious right now.
We're a unit. We're unified right now, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got a unit on. You got a weave underneath that thing. You said a unit. Where's your closure, man? How's the closure? Okay.
Juices and berries.
Lace front.
But yeah, so we're going to try to push the pace a little bit like the Pacers do in real life. We'll see if we can get some transition points. The second unit's going to be really important for me. See if we can get some good Obi Toppin minutes in the second, third quarter. And then just try to be strong on defense.
All right, man. Well, good luck, man. It's good to have you back here, man. You've played in college football, Madden, so ISG football and ISG basketball. Good to see you again, man. And we'll talk to you potentially at the conclusion of the game. If you are the winners, you can go ahead and mute your mic, and we'll talk to you here and get this game here started very shortly. How about a quick profile of Chandler? Where is Chandler? If you're looking for him, he's right here, folks. We saw him earlier this week, take out the Madden champ, the ISG football champ in OG2K. Dude is good. He does college football, does Madden, and 2K. Chandler Cooks from Dallas, Texas. That be Dalworth. He's 22 years of age. He's a college student, and he will be playing with the OKC Thunder. Let's go ahead and bring in Chandler. Big fan of the W. You going to eat a W tonight, man, huh? Is that what you're doing?
And I'm trying to do my best Jameis Winston impression,
Yeah.
Trying to get this dub. That's how I'm feeling right now.
How you feeling, man, playing with OKC, man? You feel like you got a slight edge there? What's the level like with these two teams?
Felt good. Went to the lab just to test out a lot of the players on the team, so I feel a little confident that I got some of them down.
Okay. Well, man, good luck to you, man. We'll see you potentially at the conclusion of the game, man. You can go ahead and mute your mic, and we'll go ahead and get this thing started. Folks, let's take a look real quick at the standings here. Check them out online, mollipopgrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Molly Pop taking a worldwide sweet storm with their pink bag promise. Folks, if you see that pink bag in your local grocery stores, you got to understand, folks, you're getting high quality produce, some 20 variety of grapes. They also got the pressed juices as well. Check them out online, mollipopgrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. You can see Larry Ridley 11-3. That'd be me. Well, I'm talking in third person. Larry Ridley, that's me, 11-3. Andrew Richmond, 10-2. Only 2 losses. Nubyjas Wilborn right there, not too far behind at 9-5. All right, let's go ahead and get us all in here. Let's get a quick prediction from all of us. We'll start with Andrew Richmond. She is in the ATL. She's an
now the audience understands the Bonnet gang that's going on here. Shout out to the other Bonnet gang that I know out there doing WNBA coverage. I am going to go with the OG Bonnet wearing playing for the OKC or with the OKC. Go ahead and give me where he is. That way, it's Chandler, baby. Go ahead.
All right, from the I got you from the A, a little Migos right there. Where are you from? Up that way? No. The no. The Boss Wilborn confluence here, sir. Who you rolling with? You got Pacers or you got Thunder?
I think I'm gonna go with the Thunder. I think I'm gonna go with Chandler. We're gonna roll with it, see what happens. He's been been on a roll.
Yeah, I agree with you. Make it a clean sweep, man. We're going to go ahead and get into these topics, man, because I definitely want to get you guys' opinions here. All right, I'm going with the Thunder as well, so we'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game. Chandler and the Thunder, the young Thundercats. And how about our guy, TreyDaBeast, playing with the Pacers. Indy and the Pacers there. And what the hell? TreyDaBeast. Good luck to you, man. Let's lock it up, folks. Let's do it here. NBA Finals right here, at least digitally, on Unbeaten Sports Channel. And also in the Black Network, guys. May the best man win, and we'll see you at the conclusion of this game. Guys, let's go ahead and do it right here from Golf Zone Social here in Brooklyn. And, folks, that pregame show brought to you right here by our good friends at Golf Zone Social, located here in Brooklyn. Also 3 locations, Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. Sports bar and indoor golf lounge with some 16 bays, 15 bays, and 1 VIP, huge VIP suite. I'm going to try to check that thing out this weekend. Got the simulators and the suites. It is where golf meets social, my friends. The best indoor golf experience that you'll have. Indoor golf games meeting unparalleled social engagement. You can play some 240 courses. It's like a restaurant, a sports bar, a lounge, a club. It's all of this right here at Golf Zone Social. 3 locations, Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports, ISG football and ISG basketball here on Unbeaten Sports Channel, and also in the Black Network. Got Nubyjas, Wilborn, the writer for SI.com and Sports Illustrated. He's up there in Pittsburgh. And Andrea Richmond, she's got the black bonnet on at the top of the screen on the right. She's a writer and sports reporter for and just sports in general down in the A. Chandler, middle of the screen, also the black bonnet, playing with OKC. He's got the ball, and he's down 2-0. TreyDaBeast playing with Indiana in the white. He's the home team. He's got the lead 2-0. All right, let's get into the NBA talk, guys. Let's start with the KD, the Durantula, the Slim Reaper, if you will. Of course, remember the report from Bill Simmons last week talking about there's some real momentum there as far as a deal is likely done between KD and the Spurs, and they're just waiting to announce it probably during the NBA draft, which is coming up here in the next week or two. But there's also new reports now talking about KD. He wants to go one of 3 places: the Miami Heat, San Antonio Spurs, or the Houston Rockets. Now, the Knicks, some talk that he wanted to get with them. There was a report that came out the Knicks are not interested. I think they're a little butthurt, little spur in there, like a jilted lover, because he didn't sign with them a few years ago when he went to Brooklyn. And there's also a report out there about the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're the most active. They want him probably more than anybody. KD doesn't want to go and play with Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, for now. We'll see. And the Suns are going to look for the best package they can get. Nubyjas, what do you make of all of this KD chatter? And where there's smoke, there's fire. You think something's going to happen here soon?
Maybe. I mean, no, I'm serious. There's a lot of talking, man. And this that time
Hot take.
Well, we do a whole lot of talking. And it all sounds great. But until we see, I don't think anybody knows but him and maybe the team he's going to. And that could change over the next couple of weeks. Let's just pump the brakes a little bit and see how this plays out. I think I would love to see him in San Antonio, see how that works for him and Wemby. I guess kind of a twin tower situation of some sort in the modern era. I mean, they take up a lot of wingspan, just those two. You know what I'm saying? On defense, if they just keep the arms moving on defense, you got a hard time.
That's a whole area covered.
Right, just in full court, right? Just
got 7 feet and 7'3" on the front line, huh?
I was just saying, if they even just do a little bit, good luck. But seriously, he's still a great player. He's still, I would say, easily one.
How great? That's what I want you to answer. How great? We're talking 27, 28, 29, 30 points a game, or probably can get you. He's still a walking bucket, but does he lift a tide? Does he lift all boats?
I would say
superstar status. That's the question.
Today, like not counting history.
That's all we can go on, man. We're on borrowed time, brother, today.
I know who he is today. I still say he's a top 20-ish player in the
Absolutely.
league.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I think a player of his caliber, combined with what they have, can absolutely give you a championship contending team, assuming, that is healthy and, ready and all that stuff. Because, I mean, let's be real, he's getting older and, Father Time
keeps on
is
ticking into
undefeated.
the future. Do, 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 do.
And airplane just keeps on going. And it keeps going and eventually you stop. And that's just what, it just stops eventually. And let's see. You're asking a lot, but at his best, I still think he can lead you to a championship. Yes.
Andrew, Bill Simmons said he wouldn't be surprised if a deal was done, and I loved how Nubyjas Wilborn tore that report up last week. Your thoughts here? Where does he go? What's the best fit? And is he still that guy? We all agree he's a top 20 player. Of course, he can get you 25 in his sleep. But is he that guy leading you to a championship like he did when he was at Golden State 2017 and 18?
He is no longer the guy. So that's why I really don't like him in
Can he
Miami.
be for one season and maybe just in the playoffs is really all you need him to be?
Just in the playoffs, that's
closer.
the question. But I need for somebody to be like, I don't need him to be head and shoulders above anybody, right? I think in Miami, Bam is great. When it comes to consistent scoring, you're going to need to rely on KD too much. I'm not comfortable at that all the time at this point of his career. That's why I really like him going to San Antonio, because when you have Wendy, when you have De'Aaron Fox, right? Let's see if they're able to hold on to players like Vassell and everything like that. They can do some great things going on there in San Antonio versus, in Miami, they're going to need to acquire a lot more pieces, and that's something that's a little bit of a harder.
And they don't want to give up Hero or anybody like that, so that's the problem.
Pat Riley is so stingy. He's always like, "No, we're gonna keep this and keep
Tyler
that."
Hero's his son. Yeah.
What has Tyler Hero done? Now Tyler Hero's done something.
Made the All-Star team this year. Put a little respect on his name.
Overall, though, was he worth declining as much talent as he has? No, honestly not. Pat Riley likes to keep his assets, which I'm not mad about, but you're going to need to trade it in order to make sure that you're put into position to actually utilize KD well. That's why Houston and San Antonio look the best, but I prefer San Antonio because he doesn't have to be the guy, versus in Houston, he's going to have to rely on them to be that guy a lot more, because I love Sengun. I love Sengun, I apologize, but Sengun, I'm not putting all my eggs in his basket rather than KD, You know what I mean?
Sanguini. That's what they like to say on NBA TV. I love that. Real quickly, get both you guys on the record here. You said where you think he'd like to go. I think we all think San Antonio's fit. I'd love to see him go to Minnesota just for the storylines and giving us something to talk about. Where will he go? Not where you'd like him to go. Nubyjas.
I don't know. I'm gonna say San Antonio.
You get paid the big bucks, man, to have an opinion.
I have one, but it's him, man. He's so weird. And I don't mean that in a bad way.
Right.
I just mean he seems to value different things
Right.
than what we think he should value. So I really don't know.
Andrew, real quickly.
I can see him pulling his DeAndre Jordan situation, but too many sources that say San Antonio for me to not believe there's smoke. Well, there's fire when it comes to that smoke.
All right, 13-11 ball game here, the NBA 2K matchup here in the second quarter, 3:33 to go. TreyDaBeast playing with Indiana has a 2-point lead. He's in the white. Chandler playing with OKC. He's in the blue. He's down by 2. That first quarter brought to you by our good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, located right there in Bayonne, New Jersey, where I live. AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. Yes, the Golden Eagle. It is landed right there in North Jersey. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Great food, great atmosphere as well, and great affordable drinks, folks. The libations are definitely pouring throughout the week, man. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Mariachi shows every other Tuesday. We've seen that if you've been watching this program, ISG football and ISG basketball. DJs on the weekends, Latin nights as well on the weekends, too. They've got the patio. El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Great food, great environment, great just beautiful people there, man. I love the costumes there for the mariachi shows. Check them out online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. We're back here at Golf Zone Social, 3 locations, Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. We're at the Brooklyn location, Larry Ridley, CBS Sports. ISG basketball here on Unbeaten Sports Channel, and also in the Black Network at Nubyjas Wilborn as well, writer for SI.com and Sports Illustrated. Andrea Richmond with a black bonnet on at the very top of the screen, on top right. She's the only female and the lady on the show, our lady, our number 1 lady. She's a reporter down in Atlanta. Bottom left-hand corner of the screen, Chandler playing with OKC, got the black bonnet on. He's in the blue. They are tied at 13 with TreyDaBeast with the gold bonnet on, playing with Indiana. He is playing with the Pacers. They are in white. All right, guys, let's get back to the NBA topics here. How about the Orlando Magic? I used to work in Orlando, went there in 2012 after I was in Boston. Got to cover Dwight Howard. Remember when he left and went to the Lakers as well. Big Baby Davis down there as well. Loved my time in the Mouse House down there in Orlando. But look, Magic, man, looking pretty good. They're going to be strong. I think they're going to be top 4 in the East next year. Young Bulls out there, man, with Paolo, and those guys, Banchero. They got Desmond Bane traded for the Grizzlies. To the Grizzlies for, I think they got what? They gave up KCP and Cole Anthony, and they also gave up 4 first-round picks and a pick swap. Boy, this is like Mikal Bridges-esque here. Desmond Bane, I think he's good, 26, 27, making about $35, $40 million a year. Andrew, you like this trade here? Love it for the Orlando Magic. I think they gave up a lot. Memphis, they're definitely taking a step back. They were already 8th last year in the West. Hell, maybe they don't crack the top 10 next year.
I don't know if I really like this for anybody. I mean, Orlando really needs to flip some of the assets that they have because they have so many young pieces, but unfortunately, they just haven't been able to find a true
Nobody
identity.
can shoot. That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly, right? So you have Pablo who can have his performances where he does big, and then you have Desmond Bane who's going to go ahead and do his shots, right? But 4 first-round picks, and losing Cole Anthony too. I know they're probably going to end up trading Cole Anthony away, fine, but I just think that Cole Anthony, in addition with all of these picks too, I would have wanted somebody who was shown more a little bit, but I guess that's the new NBA. A lot of players, like we just saw with Mikal Bridges, go ahead and get traded for like 17,000 picks to the Knicks. Maybe this is the new way in
5
which
first rounders, 4 unprotected.
It might have been 17,000 picks, unfortunately, for the Knicks' sake, because it really puts you in a bind. And if things don't work out, especially for a budding team, there aren't a lot of ways to flip it and reverse it. But I think it is a little bit cute. Shout out to Cole Anthony. Ray Anthony was one of the first players for the Grizzlies, so that's a Cole Anthony playing with Dad's team. That's at least a cute thing to pull from this, even though the Grizzlies aren't going to be good from this either, unfortunately.
Hey, are you okay with the haul that they got down in the 901 in Funky Town, Memphis, Tennessee, Nubyjas?
I mean, it sounds good, all those picks. We'll see what they mean. I mean, we'll see who win all they and how's this stack up and how's this fit with their first apron and their second apron. And,
Yeah.
you know, I'm learning all these aprons. Apparently, we got a whole kitchen going on here.
You want to stay away from that second one. That's the punitive one right there.
Yeah, but
My Boston Celtics, yes.
it pushes to where, you know, I mean, clearly they're trying to make this a parity league. They're trying to make it where these teams are more.
You got 1 to 2 year run. That's it. Window.
Yeah,
That's it.
and that's kind of what I don't like it. We'll see how. But you know, if fans like it, good for them. I'm not into it, and this kind of trade is indicative of a parity league. Okay, it's the kind of trade you make when you not like Memphis. It don't seem like they're gonna move on from Ja Morant, which I guess we'll get to him.
We'll get to that next. It doesn't look like it. It seems
doesn't
like
look like it.
There's some rumors about Miami. We were going to talk about that, but you know, not a lot of smoke there, right?
Yeah, you know. So I'm just saying it just looks.
And
like
boy, I don't want to see Ja Morant in Miami.
No, I mean,
They in Memphis.
Well,
you can get into the same troubles.
I'm about to say,
it's Funky Town for a reason.
No. Well, see, now you can't. Well, we'll get there about troubles in Memphis.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Very soon. Very soon. Let me ask you this. So, who won this trade?
Basketball writers.
Adam Silver's thing to go parody, I guess, won, but does anybody really win?
Guys, it's a very simple answer. Whoever got the best player won the trade.
Yeah, but what does it mean?
And the Magic win the trade. Now, they gave up a lot, but they win the trade because they got the better player and they got somebody that can shoot.
For now.
And they're actually ascending. That is true, but that's all we can go on for now.
I mean, that's like saying that the Brooklyn Nets walked away with a victory and a dub after that Celtics trade, and then a couple years later it's terrible, right? I mean, you can't say like now versus the future.
We all knew that was only going to be good for about 3 to 6 months. That's it.
Look,
max.
I mean, Orlando got a little better, but not championship better. So
no, but I think they're top 4 in the East, and the East is wide open. Celtics are banged up. Can they look? You got the you got the Wagner brothers. You got Paolo. Indiana's nobody's afraid of freaking Indiana. Are you afraid of Indiana? I'm not.
It ain't that wide open where Desmond Bane's going to be the piece that's going to put you up to the conference finals.
Okay. Put a little respect on Desmond Bane's name now. 42% 3-point shooter.
No,
that's pretty damn good.
Shooter, but I mean,
that's what they need.
Like,
and that's 6'10" across the board in the front line.
Are you telling me that Desmond Bane?
I didn't say. I'm just saying they got better. They got better.
I said not championship better.
Okay, well that's it. Okay, then who the hell is championship better then? It's like 4 teams in a championship series.
I'm just saying, you're asking me to get excited.
Yes, I am not moved. Like the crowd went mild. Okay.
Very mid.
The crowd went mid.
Hey, as they say, mid.
Yes. All right. Fair enough. You guys win the argument this time. Damn, y'all jumped on me, man, and took me to the woodshed, man. I appreciate it. Third quarter here, 5-point lead for TreyDaBeast, bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Chandler, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, playing with OKC. He's down by 5. That second quarter brought to you by our good friends at Emblem Sports Bar, also located right here in Brooklyn, located 187 Graham Avenue in the heart of East Williamsburg. All-American Sports Bar and, of course, Beer Garden as well, offering a large array of local and domestic microbrews, 15 flat screens with 16 taps as well at Emblem Sports Bar. It is where sports enthusiasts and event goers unite. Emblem, the ultimate destination for sports lovers, and they got some really good food as well. Shout out to Leo and the ownership there, doing a great job. Emblem Sports Bar in Brooklyn, emblembk.com. We're back here on Unbeaten Sports Channel and in the Black Network. Larry Ridley here, CBS Sports. ISG football and ISG basketball here on your TV screen. Got Nubyjas Wilborn right below me. Writer for SI and SI.com. Andrea Richmond, piece up, A down. She's in the A-Town. She's a sports writer and sports reporter in Atlanta. Bottom left-hand corner of the screen, you can see the NBA 2K matchup going on, folks. Chandler with the glasses on and the black bonnet, playing with OKC. He's in the blue. They're down by 2 here in the third quarter. TreyDaBeast playing with the Pacers, Indiana, and he's up by 2. And he's going to the foul line here midway through the third quarter. All right, let's get back to the NBA talk. We're just talking about Memphis, the 901, synonymous with Ja Morant. So, of course, it was a big topic of discussion on First Take earlier this week on Tuesday. Stephen A. Smith initially talked about Ja Morant and if they would move him after this Desmond Bane trade. Then he asked the Morris twins about why people don't want to play in Memphis. And he talked about, from what he's heard, it's a rough city and people don't like it and don't feel safe. He even brought in Jimmy Butler, why he didn't want to go to Memphis. He was mentioned in some trade discussions with them, allegedly and reportedly. And of course, Ja Morant clapped back. You know, he loves his city. He's going to fight for his city and things of that nature. Nubyjas, your thoughts here? I'm from Tennessee. I'm from Nashville. The 615. Memphis is buck. Stephen A. did not lie. You look at the statistics, the crime and all of those things, but also understand Ja taking up for the city, the Bluff City down there, and home of 3-6 Mafia and Orange Mal. Memphis, Tennessee. Nubyjas Wilborn.
I'm going to say this. Stephen A. Smith is wading into some dangerous waters, okay? He has acknowledged that he wants to play the political game, right? He be going on Fox. He's kind of joked about running for president, which is a rather audacious thing to say out loud on TV and really mean it. And again, I don't know which one is worse which one says more about our society, the fact that Stephen A. believes that he can, or the fact that he lives in a world where he might not be wrong. I mean, I'm just saying, you know, this is the world we live in. Okay,
I'm following you. All right,
but nonetheless, he's been saying things, and at this kind of thing, whether he intends it to or not, and I will assume a positive intent and not assume that he means it to be the dog whistle that this is.
Yes.
because it sounds like, and I'm willing to give the benefit of the
For
doubt.
people that don't know at home, Memphis, Tennessee, Black City,
Right.
kind of like Atlanta,
Yeah,
Detroit,
and,
New Orleans, things of that
it-
nature.
It just sounds real. What about Chicago? Okay.
Chicago,
And I'm
absolutely.
just saying, it's-
Washington, D.C., we know.
Right. It gives that energy of you're basically saying the city is too black and too violent because it's black.
Right.
And whether that is what he intends to do or not, his message seemed to resonate with a crowd.
Is he wrong?
Believe those things.
You know, we're all about truth here.
I will
we
say
get-
this.
We can get to the other stuff.
I
you
will
wrong?
say this. I think he is inaccurate, and I think what he said was without a lot of context,
Sure.
particularly when you're someone of his platform.
Okay.
Where you have millions and millions of people who watch you every day, including millions and millions of people who are looking for mean things to say about black people. We'll just keep it like that. And Stephen A, as a black man, fueled their fire with some of the words he said. Now, were there some accuracies? Sure, but there were also some things that were inaccurate.
Well, he didn't really say
I don't
anything.
know.
He insinuated, and we all know what those
Yeah, but I'm just
those
saying,
stereotypes are.
He
So, yeah.
pushed into some things.
Sure.
I have
Andrew,
a
get in here.
question. NBA players are millionaires, right? Millionaires. Yeah. Millionaires tend to hang out in pretty exclusive places, don't they?
Right.
Pretty
And they hang out with other
spots.
millionaires.
So what the heck is Stephen A talking about saying, oh my gosh, I'm so scared about being in Memphis. Every city that I've been to in America, or just about every city hub that I've been to in America, especially one with an NBA team, it's in a very gentrified space.
Right.
Very, very safe, very clean.
And there are good
very
parts and bad parts of every city. There's some
and
nice
he's
parts of
totally
Memphis.
fine
Uh-huh.
with. So I feel like he's against stereotyping or dog whistling, as Nubyjas talked about, certain points in areas of the city. Now, I'm sure Nubyjas is going to mention that fact that there are some NBA players that try to act or try to be in certain spots, and they probably shouldn't be. But guess what? Those players, they have the power of doing what? Traveling. And they're probably involved with stuff that they are doing elsewhere in other places and other things. So guess what? John Morant can be, or whoever you perceive to be of that life, Debo, or didn't Glenn Big Baby Davis get involved in something like that?
Got
They
a
can
close
be
ball
in
game here.
any
Started the
place in
fourth quarter,
world.
guys. 2-point game. Go ahead, Andrew.
They can be in any place in the world and
Sure.
still participate in activities. You find dubious.
Hey, what was
so
the
I feel
old?
like Stephen A is just punching down at
Go
them.
ahead, Nubyjas.
Hey, what was the old guy Steven Jackson who be hanging out on Old Block?
Yeah. Is that in Houston?
Indiana.
No,
Houston, right?
No,
Is that
that's
Houston
in
or Dallas?
Chicago.
Oh, it is Chicago. That's right.
Chicago.
Yeah, he was in Chicago. I saw the
Right.
video of that. Yeah.
Where
He was
they
on
have
the
to
court the
open
other day. Yeah.
Where they have to open a gate to let you in, and they close
Right.
the gate when you go in.
Sure.
And that's where you want to hang out.
You
a
can't
little
buy
bit.
access to that, baby. Not the
But he
old.
was playing in Indiana though, and that's okay.
Hey.
Again, you're traveling to go to those places. So if you really want to be in
Nah,
those spots,
hey, I mean,
those spots.
one thing I've learned is, for those of y'all who don't follow my background, I've spent time as a beat writer for various teams in
Sure.
different leagues, covering and traveling, with these. Okay. The trouble is out there everywhere. In every
get trouble
NBA
anywhere.
city, you can get if you want some trouble, baby, you can
Right.
find it.
Right.
It is real easy. And we could get more into what the trouble looks like and where you might find the trouble. There are certain universal signs that you ride by a couple liquor stores and some chicken places.
Package
You know
store.
where you're going.
I think both guys were right, and definitely had no problem with Ja defending his city. And you're right. There was a little. It was biting what Stephen A
punching
had to
down.
say. Yeah, what did he have to say about Memphis? And it's tough when you get some of these cities, man, that are having hard times in the inner city. With some of the things they're battling with, budgets and things of that nature. But there are also great parts of Memphis, like Bartlett, and a lot of people stay in the suburbs. I mean, it is
Hey,
what
but
it is.
also,
So
if
it
Stephen
is
A.
what it is.
really feels this strongly about the conditions in Memphis, go down there and help them people.
Yeah, you can do
Man,
that.
I'm just saying, go down. You got money. You making
Right.
$20 million a year. Go to
Okay.
give some money
If
there.
Bill Simmons is saying he's skipping through it though, Stephen A's helping out.
Okay. Now,
Right. All
But
right.
also, Bill Simmons.
We got to move.
Yeah,
we-
he's lying.
Okay, we have already talked enough about Bill Simmons. All right, we're in the fourth quarter, man. About halfway through that third quarter, folks. Brought to you by our good friends at the Kettle Black Sports Bar. Located in Staten Island, Shaolin, as the kids like to call it, and also Brooklyn. So they got those two locations: best wings, burgers, and beer. Food and Wine Magazine, folks, said it's one of the top 5 wing joints in America. that is definitely high praise. They're open daily, 11:30 a.m. to 2 a.m. Got live music, DJs, trivia night, and all the sports that you want on their flat screen TVs, man. Check them out online, kettleblackbar.com, the Kettle Black Sports Bar. 2 locations, Staten Island and also Brooklyn in New York. We're back here at Golf Zone Social here. 3 locations, Brooklyn, West Nyack, Scarsdale, Sports Bar and Indoor Golf Lounge with 16 bays here and simulators and suites here in the Brooklyn location. Literally, CBS Sports, ISG basketball here on your screen on Unbeaten Sports Channel and also in the Black Network. Got Nubyjas Wilborn, top left-hand corner of the screen, right above me, writer for SI and SI.com. Andrea Richmond, reporter, sports reporter. Esportscaster extraordinaire, top right-hand corner of your screen. She's in Atlanta. Down on bottom left there, you got Chandler playing with OKC, down by 1 in the blue to TreyDaBeast in the NBA 2K matchup here. They're playing for cash and prizes right now, currently on this program. He's with Indiana. Just took a 3-point lead with under 2 minutes to play. All right, let's get back to the NBA talk real quickly, guys. Looking at this game, you see Pacers Thunder, NBA Finals, Game 6. We're on taping this program right before Game 6 airs, literally right before. Of course, Tyrese Haliburton's got that strained right calf. Suffered that in Game 5. Of course, that's when the Thunder took control of the series and went up 3-2. Scoreless in the first half, 0 for 6 from the floor, 0 for 4 from 3. Did go 4 for 4 from the free throw line. He's a game-time decision in Game 6 there in the Circle City. So you look at Hallie. Look, man, when he plays well, you know, they're undefeated, you know. He averaged 20-something points a game or over 20 points a game in their wins, like about 11 or 12 in the losses. Last year, he missed a couple of games against Boston. Pacers were 0-2 in those games, although they did show some fight in both of those games. Are the Pacers in trouble? I say yes. Shout out to Oklahoma City, NBA champs, and we're taping this before Game 6. Your thoughts here, Andrea Richmond?
Yeah, they just might be dead in the water just because Haliburton is the straw that stirs the drink when it comes to the Indiana Pacers. We saw in the game, especially during that first half, unfortunately, the offense was just not moving with the same pace. They were not going on breaks as much as they were. And unfortunately, too, Pascal Siakam can start to make his shots and other things like that, but they don't really have somebody who's out here creating and initiating plays for them, right? You need to have somebody who's doing the offense, who's creating the motion, and is really just making this team
electric. What about TJ? He played pretty well.
I mean, yes, but the pace that Tyrese plays with is what makes this team important at the end of the day. So you can have contributions from here, there, and etc. But as long as you don't, but without him, without your star player, you're not going to be able to overcome the suppressive defense that Oklahoma City presents.
Nubyjas, how much trouble are the Pacers in? Strained right calf, probably going to be a little compromised. Definitely won't be on it. I'm worried about potential. Achilles and things of that nature, man. These calves, man, they can be very, very, very tricky.
I mean,
he's got a full offseason, though. It's Game 6. He's got to play, and he says he will.
I mean, I commend him for wanting to play. It says a lot of his character, a lot of his fortitude, a lot for how seriously he takes the sport, for even attempting to go out there and make this happen. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing but really ultimate respect for that, for him wanting to. I don't know if it was a decision I would make, but that's also why I'm not up there, because I would be like, nah, fam.
You got your $200 million he signed 2 years ago.
Hey, I get it, but you still got to live. I mean, you still got to walk around this world, and
you still got to walk.
Hey, you still got to walk and do all that. Yeah, I guess they'll roll you with $200 million, but I sure rather walk. I'm just saying. I mean,
now you saw the quote right there. He said, "If I can walk, then I can play." He's definitely going to play. I don't know how effective he'll be, though.
I mean, and look, I hope it works out for him. But you asked how much trouble they're in. If he's compromised, I don't see how they win this game.
He's definitely compromised.
I'm just saying. I mean, well,
how compromised? I guess.
Well, I guess
significantly.
Personally, I think if he's compromised at all, I don't think they have a chance to win. Right. Because I mean, I think they need him to be 100% for them to even have a chance. Even if he's at 80%, I don't think they can win.
Yeah. All right.
But, and if he's anything below that, I mean, I think he just cancels Christmas.
I'm with you. 1, 2, 3, Cancun. I told you, man. 29 teams are losers every year. Lance Stephenson, and also Dwight Howard, a couple of former NBA players, and the big three. Oh, they're playing the feud right there, man. A little tussle. little kerfuffle, a little scuffle there. I think their debut there in the Big Three. I guess they were talking about they don't understand the physicality. I don't think it had anything to do with physicality. It's just both of them were running a little hot. A lot of trash talking. Also, with your guy Beasley out there talking and doing the Michael Jackson, grabbing his crotch and stuff. His thing out there. You already know Andrea Richmond. Talk to me about this. What about the little kid? You're gonna see this little kid in the blue as well. He's smiling throughout this. Like, oh, this is funny. Look at these big guys throwing each other around. There it is right there. Look, look at him turn his face. Look at the smile. There it is.
Baby's first fight. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I know. What are we doing?
Lance has had a rough week, so let him live. Let him go ahead and get back at somebody, right? I mean, he was embarrassed by Beasley, both verbally and it feels a little bit kind of sexually. That was a little bit weird. And then also on the court as well. So I guess Lance needed to make somebody dance, and if he couldn't do it on the court, it was going to be with these hands, baby.
Hey, Beasley said he's got strippers out there on the basketball court. Dance.
Gosh.
That's what he's saying, Nubyjas. Your thoughts on this video here? Look, Dwight Howard's still a strong dude, man, because Lance Stephenson is not he's a big boy. He's like 6'7". He ain't no small dude.
The things I think about this would probably get us some FCC violations. So
well, clean it up, dad-gun it.
I mean, look, this is ridiculous, man. Okay, look, all right. One thing I think is Dwight Howard, would say what you will about him, and there's been a lot of things out there about Dwight.
Yes.
And if you go search his name with certain phrases on Twitter, you will find a whole bunch.
Allegedly, reportedly.
Allegedly, all those things. There's a lot out there, but regardless of what you think about all that.
I love covering him in Orlando. Shout out to Dwight Howard, man. He was great to me in Orlando.
I covered him in Atlanta. Wonderful guy, and a Hall of Famer. A true Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying?
And a champion.
Yes. I mean, he was a game changer as a defensive player and a good offensive player. Really good player.
Took out LeBron James. What was that, 2009?
Absolutely. Got to that finals against Kobe in 2009. I mean, Dwight.
Celtics had KG. They would have won. They would have won 3 in a row. But okay.
But, you know,
they took it out in Game 7.
Hey, well, if we're a fifth, I'd be drunk right now.
That's true.
But I digress. You know what I'm saying? My point is, these dudes need to get over some of this stuff. Some of these things are beefs that they got going back. Also, they say little silly things on their podcast about each other, and they get in these games, and it just looks childish and embarrassing. They should be ashamed of themselves. This isn't riveting. I mean, this isn't the NBA final. I'm not saying the Big Three ain't important, but
it's perfect timing. NBA finals have been snoring and a snooze fest. We're talking about it.
I mean, but also this is dragging up the.
You say it's not riveting. Look at that baby, though, man. That baby's all ears.
Baby was all in it. Baby was all on it.
A baby would be entertaining if you blink at it twice.
Oh my gosh. All right.
I'm just saying, if I do like this 2 times, the baby will be entertained.
Peekaboo.
You're right.
Okay. All right. We get it.
That's what I'm saying. Come on. You're playing peekaboo with children.
It's good to see Michael Beasley and Lance Stephenson team.
Hey, man, I hope they are making money. I wasn't
a little bit.
Hey, listen. If they put some money in their pockets and they're doing this rather than, I guess, being on the streets.
Right. Exactly.
I mean,
and we are. I don't know if it's good entertainment, but at least they're trying to entertain us.
Yeah, you know.
We'll take that.
Go outside and throw a frisbee.
All right, man. Hey, shout out to Cube, man, and the Big Three, man. Of course, one of our partners working at CBS. You can see the Big Three, some of those games on CBS. All right, guys, let's go ahead and move this thing along, man. Shout out to TreyDaBeast. He is the winner. Here as he moves on, man. That fourth quarter brought to you by good friends at 902 Brewing Company, located 101 Pacific Avenue in Jersey City. We were just there a couple days ago for ISG football. We'll be there again next week. A craft brewery in Jersey City producing ales and lagers. Got the big bright tanks of those fermenters you saw behind me the other night, man. Handcrafted beers in the best atmosphere. You're ready to good times and made right there in JC, Jersey City. We got spacious tap room as well. Host a variety of events, comedy shows, concerts, DJs, you name it. And they've got a rooftop as well. Shout out to Don and the ownership there at 902 Brewing Company. Check them out online, 902brewing.com. Real quickly, quick little thought, man. 5 seconds apiece for you guys, man. Hey, that was a rock fight right there. Went down to the wire, and TreyDaBeast holds on, man. With the pacer.
Yeah,
Good for Trey.
Yeah, shot release is a little bit more rare for the Pacers, but he did it anyway.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and bring in TreyDaBeast, man. It moves on. Gonna get a shot at Reezy next week. Look at it.
Oh boy.
Hey man, what was it like, man? The shots were not falling. Yeah, like I said, man, it was a rock fight in a phone booth. Trey.
By 1 or 100, man. By 1 or 100. Look, I told y'all we gonna get some good OB topping minutes. He couldn't hit the broadside of a barn or hit the ocean from a boat. He ain't have to. I needed him to play some good defense and get up in transition. That one bucket he had in transition is all I needed. And we held Shea. I still got the stats pulled up. We held Shea to 4 of 12. That was the biggest thing.
That actually
stopping Shea. Holding Shea to some points was the biggest thing. I wanted to make Lou Dort and the other people beat me. I just was not going to lose to Shea or J-Dub. That was the goal.
I love how you guys play the game like it's real. Like you would actually see it play out on an NBA Finals court at Gamebridge or at Paycom or Paycor, whatever the heck it's called in OKC.
Yeah, that was. I appreciate Chandler for doing that with me, because we kind of handshook before this game and said we know we're not the cream of the crop, but we got some crop on us. So we gonna play like we got some crop on us. We gonna play some basketball. We just gonna get to a bag as best as we can, man. Praise the Lord, y'all. That's all we can do.
We're not the cream of the crop, just the crop. That's
Yo,
hilarious, right?
So I believe next week you're gonna get Reezy. He's the current king of the hill. He's only had one loss in about 3 or 4 months. Stop labbing. What teams are you comfortable with? Who's your top team?
I'm good with Milwaukee. I like Milwaukee. And then I like the Spurs. I like Fox and Wemby.
I like big bucks, and I cannot lie. I'm with you on that. Okay,
man.
Brother. All right, man. So look, bro, congratulations, man. You're moving on. We'll see you next week, man. Really appreciate you, man, coming on. And, shout out to people there in Oklahoma. Was it weird not playing with OKC?
It's a little odd, especially because I was in Bricktown, or I was watching folk at Bricktown just a couple days ago when we won, so it was interesting.
One time's in Oklahoma City, about to have a championship team and have the Women's College World Series out there last week as well, man. So shout out to TreyDaBeast. All right, guys, if you want to be like Trey and also our guy Chandler, man, you want to make some money, join us. It's ages 13 and up, all online. You can win cash and prizes. Weekly King of the Hill format. Join us at theisgshow.com/NBA2K. Once again, hit us up online if you want to play. theisgshow.com/NBA2K, man. Don't do it today, but do it to now. Also, folks, this postgame show brought to you by our good friends at Uno Pizzeria and Grill. ISG basketball powered by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, Route 3. They're the guys that invented deep dish pizza in 1943, drawing its identity and inspiration from their origins there in the Chi in Chicago. Over 100 locations in some 20 states. They also serve pasta, steak, seafood, burgers, and more. They got craft beers, great cocktails. And folks, if you want to eat fine and healthy, they got a variety of vegetarian dishes. Shout out to our good friends for Uno Pizzeria and Grill in Clifton, New Jersey. We'll be there next week for ISG football. Shout out to Paul Rankins, the vice president and the owner of the New Jersey location. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get out of here. It's been a great show here. Thanks to the good folks here at Golf Zone Social. 3 locations, Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. It is where golf meets social. Shout out to TreyDaBeast. He's moving on, and we'll see him next week against the King of the Hill, Luigi there. Andrea Richmond, peace up, A-Down. She's in the A-Town. And Nubyjas Wilborn, writer for SI.com and Sports Illustrated. He lives in Pittsburgh, PA, folks, and it's the confluence. It's the confluence, folks. Those 3 rivers are one time. We never do this at the close. What all the rivers go?
The Allegheny, Monongahela, and the Ohio.
Monongahela. That's right, Monongahela. Shout out to Nubyjas Wilborn. Thanks for watching here. ISG football and ISG basketball here on Unbeaten Sports Channel and in the Black. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the NBA Finals, and we'll see you next week. The Finals will be gone, but we'll be talking sports right here on ISG basketball, Unbeaten Sports Channel, and also in the Black Network. Be good, folks. Love you. Bye-bye.